Here's an issue many people around the country are worrying about. Many motorists are very concerned about how they can renew both their expired driver's licenses and their license discs. The Transport Department's extension of expired licenses is going to lapse at the end of August. Because some traffic department offices are closed, the AA has now started an online petition to have that deadline extended. Leighton Beard, AA spokesperson, joining me now via Skype over in Pretoria. Hello to you, Leighton. It's a major concern. There's a number of issues here, not just, of course, during lockdown we couldn't do anything with our licenses. Now we've opened up. People are scared to go out. And part three of the problem, Leighton, I'm sure you'll agree, is even the online booking is a problem because you can wait months before you can get into a queue.
Yes, it is a problem. I think a lot of people have realized that because of COVID-19, many of the driving license testing centers are also operating on reduced staff, which means that the available slots have been reduced significantly. So not only, Gareth, did we have a problem in terms of a backlog before COVID-19 and before the lockdown, I think it's important that we acknowledge that fact. Then we had a 2-month lockdown of the country in which the DLTCs were closed, and that added to that backlog. And now that we opened with reduced staff at the DLTCs, some DLTCs are opening and then closing and then opening and closing again. So there's an intermittent service that's being offered, and that's adding to the backlog. And then obviously people are struggling, A, to get bookings online, and B, I think there are a lot of people, certainly from what we are hearing, and we have received a lot of calls, Gareth. We are very concerned for the people who say that they have comorbidities, that they are very old and that they can't go stand in those queues. So there are a number of issues at play. All the while, people are wanting to do the right thing, but at the end of August, people who have licenses that are going to expire really are a little stranded.
So talk to me a bit about this petition. What exactly are you hoping to try and achieve with this? And of all the issues you and I just spoke about, what issue in particular does this petition deal with?
This petition deals with two very specific issues. One, the validity period of existing licenses. So if your license has expired in May, June, July, or even in August, and you aren't able to renew that license, you will be, after the end of August, illegally on the road. And that's a huge issue. Not only that you won't be legally on the road, but from an insurance point of view, if you are involved in a crash, your insurer may repudiate that claim because you don't have a valid driving license with you. So that is the one thing that we are looking at. The other, obviously, is vehicle license discs. And when we talk about driving licenses, we're talking about all kinds of licenses. We're talking about professional driving licenses, learners' licenses, licenses that will expire in this period. And what we are essentially asking the Department of Transport and the Minister to do is to extend the deadline beyond the 31st of August, to extend it to the end of January 2021, because we believe that will also accommodate for this intermittent opening and closing of driving license testing centres, as well as the closure of these centres over the festive period. It's a big concern for us, Gareth, and I think for just looking at the number of people who've reacted already to our call, there are many thousands and thousands of people out there who feel the same way. They want to do the right thing, but they are physically unable to do it.
Yeah, I can tell you from a personal perspective, it's been a nightmare to try and get my dad's driver's license renewed. Leighton, how does someone get onto this petition? Just tell me where we need to send people.
Sure. So you can follow us on all social media. You can follow the AA on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. There will be links on all of those platforms, obviously, to the petition page. But if you go to the AA's website, www.aa.co.za, there will be a link to that petition page as well. And essentially what we're asking people to do is just add your name to the petition list that we can submit to the Department of Transport and say, here is a list of the thousands of people who are standing behind us to support this call to extend the deadline. We don't think it's a major issue. It should certainly not be a major issue. And at the end of the day, it's just going to make sure that everybody who is on the road legally, and their insurers will cover them.
And it's exactly what we want as well. Leighton Beard, thank you as always.